This is how they all start, with a cup of coffee in the morning, and away we go. Hope you guys enjoy the video. We'll keep doing them as long as you keep liking them. Here we go once again. Start taking out this heater box. Pretty good stuff. We'll keep it, throw it out there on the interwebs. See if maybe somebody needs it. This isn't too awkward. I wonder if this is how Fred Flintstone backs up. Ow. I'm sure you'll see it on all sorts of websites. One thing I can't stress enough is as you're building, watch for deals. There's always deals to be had. They seem to pop up when you don't have any money, so figure it out. It's really important, and it can cut down on your cost of business. But you also need to be careful that you don't get so excited that you buy something wrong. And don't trust anything that you can't put in your hand. I'm about 50-50 with getting ripped off as far as people on Facebook Marketplace or Craigslist or anywhere saying, oh, I'll ship it to you, just cash out me, PayPal me, whatever the case, and then never getting the product or the piece that I ordered, that I paid for, because somebody needed that 300 bucks more or whatever it was. It's a shame, but there's a lot of people out there that are really crooked. Now that isn't just popping off, so let's go get some more tools. All right, we're back. Another thing, when you're taking apart pieces that you think maybe somebody's gonna be able to use, be a little gentle. You know, some of this stuff, they're never going to make again. And if it's a really rare car, like this thing that somebody else already had butchered up, otherwise I wouldn't be doing this. Like, nothing else will fit. So anything that they do, or anything that you do, to try and make it a little bit better piece for them, is gonna make a big difference in how much you can sell it for. Like this gasket here. Anything anybody uses other than the original takes away from their build. So if you just spend just a little extra time so that the one that you've got comes apart, make somebody else happy. Another thing is, don't pry too hard before you're sure you got all the bolts out. If it resists, there's probably a reason. And there's one right there. Have to pick that up. We call those flat tires out here because I live out on property. And most times out here when you get a flat tire, it is because of that screw that fell out, that bolt that popped out of the whatever. There. Hey, there's a perfect place for a rat's nest. Alright, sneak over to the other side and see if I can pick that thing out. It is the weirdest setup. the heater hoses go through the firewall, and then it looks like one of them comes back out and somehow goes back into this box. Oh. Price just went up. It's got good green stuff in it. There we go. So does it have 2 heater cores? Did it maybe have a heater in the back? That'd be pretty tricky if it did. Looky there. Now that's a heater core. They didn't want anybody freezing their butts off in this rig. We'll get this out of here. We'll save it for somebody. I'm pretty sure I said this before, but this car came out of Colorado. Because it came out of Colorado, it's not totally shot, but also because it's cold up there, the engine even had good green antifreeze. The radiator was full. And it hasn't moved since '96, which I find pretty crazy. Might have run in the early 2000s. It did make it onto eBay in 2013, I believe. And somebody might have rebirthed it, got it running then. Not too sure about this fine unit. It's pretty rusty. Alright, that one's not happening. That one's broke. I guess it really doesn't matter because it isn't attached. Well, there's that. It still spins. Not real well, mind you. It still spins. Somebody has band-aided that together. The little strap of aluminum pop riveted into the side of it. And needless to say, this will be pretty easy one to make a flat dashboard. I'm pretty sure those are a different size. Let's grab a different socket, at least get those out of the way. So I want to add in here a little bit. I don't necessarily curse like a sailor. I never was a sailor. I was in the Air Force. But I have been known to curse. So you might not want your 6-year-old listening to everything I say, because sometimes son of a bitch might come out, and we don't want little Jimmy telling that to his school teacher after he stubs his toe on the desk. You're in the cars, you understand exactly what I'm saying. That instantaneous knee-jerk response to smacking your finger on something that was never supposed to touch at that speed. And before you know it, expletives are jumping out of your mouth like frogs out of a pail. Well, that one's not going to play the game nicely. Let's see if we can figure out why here. There's a piece of goop on the end. All right. And continuing on with my rants. Most of the tools you're going to see out here came from Harbor Freight. I have Snap-on tools, I have Mac tools. For some reason out in my barn, which is wide open, I have all of these Pittsburghs and Bowers and all of that stuff. And I'm just too darn lazy to go into my container, get my good tools out, bring them out here, wipe them all off, put them all back in there, when I can just leave these in the barn. They seem to work really well. I've been really lucky as far as not breaking things. Look, guys, not everything on these are magically worth a lot of money. Some things are repops. Some things aren't even a factory piece. You might think that these mirrors are the magic dudes and that, wow, you need to keep those. The reality is, I bought replacements that are so close to looking original, I'm not even going to mess with these. And the pair was only like 60 bucks. So, I don't even know with the fees and everything if this is worth messing with. It's all pitted, it's pot metal to begin with. It's got newer plastic on it. So I'm going to assume, oh wait, we got some magic ciphering to do here. Yankee Metal Products Corp., Norwalk, Connecticut. 40100. I don't know if that's April 1st of 2000. It would have been an April Fool's joke back then. It's not now. A couple patent numbers, which pretty much tells me that somebody decided to put these on. I am going to put a set back on because they're just cool. But I'm not going to throw these on eBay. It probably isn't worth the fee to put anything on there or the shipping. And you can buy a nice brandy new pair for 50, 60 bucks with free shipping anymore. That's all I got to say about that. Don't forget to like and subscribe. It's the end of the day. Time for a cold snack, as Derek would call them. Hope you guys enjoyed. Have a great evening. We'll catch you next time.